Yo, 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 yo. What up, fam? How y'all doing? Snowing like a motherfucker right up here. Shit, I just got off work. Man, them damn highways, I had to drive slow as hell, man. So I drive 45 miles to and from work every day. That's what? Close to, shit, you might as well say that's 100 miles. It's 90, but you might as well say it's 100 miles, all highway. So I be whooped, man. I be whooped. And then I had to slow roll it here. Man, I need a truck. Anyway, we got a 3-game slate, man. I started not to even come on here and do nothing for this 3-game slate. Boy. Y'all lucky. You gotta get that money though. Interesting. Not even too interesting. It's just a weird slate, man. 3 games. One after another. Draftkings and Fanduel. They priced up the LA Clippers. The LA Clippers players, and with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard being out, and Patrick Beverly, those guys are out. So they priced guys like Reggie Jackson up to 6,800 and shit like that on FanDuel, 5K and shit like that. But it is what it is. Try to make it interesting. I ain't mad at them. Before we get into this video, man, if you like it, subscribe, whatever the deal is. Thanks to all my subscribers, old and new. I can't thank you guys enough. You guys, man, showing us love and support. Shout out to the group, amazing group. Love you guys there, man. Y'all handling business over there. My social media outlets will be in the description, and my Twitter, whatever else. It is what it is. And I want to just, this, this is just like a refresher, you know what I'm saying? To get you guys on the right track, moving forward, just to freshen you guys up, because we only got 3 games. It's a shitty slate, man. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. We'll start with the LA Clippers and the Atlanta Hawks. So, Beverly's out. George is out. Scrub. He's probably a scrub. Anyway, we're not worried about it. Leonard, George, the usual suspects. They out. So it's plenty of usage to go around over there. On the Atlanta side of things, Trae Young sporting a Q tag. He missed that game against Milwaukee. It'd be good to see him sit out. Just go ahead and sit out, man. Just put the icing on the cake. But it wouldn't be NBA DFS if we wouldn't have to wait all the way up until lock to find out if Trae is playing. So, it wouldn't be NBA DFS. It just wouldn't. If we get that news earlier, then it is what it is. Reddish sporting a Q tag. He is probable. Bogdan and Dunn been out. Gallinari played the last couple games. He's questionable, and Capella, he's questionable with the hand. He missed the last game against Milwaukee as well. So, I don't know if Trae Young's gonna play. If Trae Young don't play, then we can go to guys like Rondo. You know what I'm saying? Should be interesting. Rondo should be able to go crazy here without Trae Young. That's if Trae Young don't play. You all know that Rondo could put up fantasy points in a hurry. He played 30 minutes, had 23 fantasy points. Okay, he was only 3K. The game before that, he played 19. He had 19. He played 19 minutes and he had 30 fantasy points. So we already know what Rondo can do. Rondo can get it in with the best of them. John Collins had a nice game last game, man. He had about almost 50 fantasy points, played 37 minutes. It is what it is. He's in play for sure. Against this injury-riddled team, he's in play. And then, DeAndre Hunter, he's been balling. He's been balling real good, especially last game. He really had a very nice fancy output. You get him for 6,200 on DraftKings, 5,800 on Fanduel. Priced nicely. The fancy output has been there all season. 5,800 on Fanduel is pretty nice. Outside this 46 he just had last game, and then before they had 28, but he got upside. And on this type of slate, man, you got to be a little slick today. Got to be a little slick. Kevin Herter definitely in play on both sides, 5,600. All the usual suspects, they definitely in play. Solomon Hill, somebody who played a lot of minutes, back here when they played Detroit, he played a lot of minutes. And going up against this squad, he might get a chance to see a lot of minutes, depending on, well, I'm quite sure Reddish should be playing, so, you ain't got to worry about that. It's just like a pick your poison type of thing over here. If Trae Young is out and I had to pick anybody, my first option would be Rondo. And then, John Collins, it's just a nice matchup with all the injuries that they got going on over there in Atlanta. I mean, in LA. In LA, Gallinari is an interesting option as well. He did play the last 2 games. He had played 15 minutes and 19 minutes in his last 2 games. His minutes are still limited. I don't know if they'll be limited, going forward, if we could trust it, or we get any word that, his minutes limit would be lifted or whatever. It's remained to be seen. But they got more than enough firepower with or without him. And then Capella, and Trey, they definitely in play, man. If they play, it is what it is. Atlanta side of things, Reggie Jackson, he'll most likely get the start. They got him priced up at 6,800, and he's 5K on FanDuel. It's just a matter of do you want to play him for that price or not. You know what I'm saying? So they did throw a monkey wrench in the game with that, which is cool. Serge Ibaka, he going to have to play some extra minutes. It won't be that same 24, 25 shit he been doing. He might hit 30 minutes this game. You never know, depending on how if this game get out of hand. They probably won't run him out there for that long. Nicholas Batum plays 30-plus minutes. So if these guys can keep it close, you know what I'm saying, Nicholas Batum, his usage, everybody on this team get a usage bunch no matter what. So you could probably see the double-digit attempts from Nicholas Batum. But they priced him up at 6,300, which is wow. They just want us to fade them, pricing them up like that. Luke Kennard is one of the guys I don't mind, though, probably one of my favorite options to go to. You'll get him at what you'll get him at over here at FanDuel. You get him at 5,500. You'll get him at 6K on DraftKings. He can handle the ball. He's just somebody who can, he can go out there and ball. I don't mind to play. Lou Williams against ATL. At ATL. He want to go up there and get him someone on wings. Stop at Magic City or some shit. Yeah, man. But then he used to play for them, so you know how that go, man. He just might mess around and torch them and then go get something to eat. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, 5,800, he's definitely in play. Just a matter if they can keep this game close. 6K on FanDuel. We know he can get hot, man. This should be a get right spot for him. The matchup is good. I like the matchup no matter if Rondo or Trae Young start. Marcus Morris. Marcus Morris is a volume shooter. He's definitely in play. He'll be looking to take a lot of shots. He can't. He in heaven right now. He know he finna ball. He know he finna take some shots, man. He in play at 4,700, man. That's all I can say. You know that. Then you get to guys like Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann, they priced him up at 4,400 on DraftKings. He's really supposed to be a 3K guy. And then on FanDuel, they got him. They threw a monkey wrench in the game and put him and left him at 3,500. This guy here, he can flash upside. He can flash good upside on that price tag. He can. But he's a tournament option. He's a GPP dart. Don't be trying to play him in cash. You probably could play him cash. I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But he could put some fancy points up, man. You know, he could do some things. And that's about it from this side of things. I'm no interest in the Goodwins and Tony Snells and shit. But the Goodwin might be a play that if Trae Young is out, so that's something to keep an eye out on. But you know, move on over to the Washington and Houston game. You know, Raw Nettles sporting a Q tag. Washington is just banged up. Ish Smith out. Brown Jr. out. Avija out. Bertans out. Hachimura out. Wagner, however the fuck you want to say, he out too. You know what I'm saying? Kick it off at the bottom down here since I'm already down here. Alex Lynn, somebody he came in, signed straight off the wherever they signed his ass from. He came in and played 20 minutes last game. Like, just going on in there and just play. He had about 20 fantasy points. So good for him. Somebody I probably won't be looking towards, though. I'll tell you that much. Not on this slate. He's not in play for me. He had 20 fantasy points. Isaac Bonga played a lot of minutes. He played about 30 minutes. You know, he don't flash that much. He don't flash too much upside. He had 20 fantasy points. This game here probably don't have a lot of defense being played in it. So X amount of guys could be valuable on this team. Sterling Brown, I probably won't be able to get to him. Washington Robinson is a decent option though. He got bidded. He's gonna get bidded, so he's something you can look to at 4K on Fanduel. He's probably around the same price. I think they got Washington at the point guard slot. Robinson, yeah, at 3,600. So I think he played upwards of 30 minutes last game. Yeah, Russell Westbrook was limited to I think 25 minutes. So it's interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see if his minutes gets lifted or whatnot. Then that'll take some minutes from guys like Robinson and probably Garrison Matthews, who I'm about to talk about next. Garrison Matthews, he's a 3-point shot taker. He showed he can make them. You know what I'm saying? He shoots the 3, 3 for 7, 3 for 6, 4 for 7. You know, he hits them. Outside of that, I don't know too much about him, but he is getting the minutes. He will get the minutes. Played 35 minutes last game. I don't know how much minutes you can put him at right now, but he's in play at 4,200. And then Robin Lopez, they'll need him. They'll need him to deal with Boogie. So, you know, he's somebody, if he can stay out of foul trouble, he can get some rebounds and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Tournament option, you know, I can't do nothing else but, you know, lean towards him on the tournament side. And then, you know, up top, you got Bradley Beal and Westbrook. These guys are self-explanatory. Westbrook is priced nicely. Brad Beal is priced under 10K on Draftkings. You'll get Westbrook for $9,900 on FanDuel, and Bradley on DraftKings, you'll get him for about 10.3, just a couple more hundred than it is on FanDuel. Westbrook, if he's off his minutes limit, or they decide to ramp his minutes up, he didn't have a good game last game. He played 25 minutes last game. With a slate like this, and you know, if you think he can get off to a great start and you know show some upside against his old team, you know what I'm saying, and you know, hey, fire him up. You know what I'm saying? If we get word, you know, it's important to stick to Twitter and fan the news so we can get word that he getting a little bit more minutes or whatever. Or if you want to, you know, it is what it is. Just there's something to ponder on throughout the day. On the Houston side of things, Christian Wood is doubtful, so we're not looking forward to him to playing. Victor Oladipo is in play. He's self-explanatory. He didn't have a good game last game. interesting to see how he's going to come out. He's going to have to come out. He don't want to get showed up by guys like Bradley Beal and Westbrook. He's going to have to come out and ball. John Wall going against his old team, another revenge narrative or whatever you want to call it, going up against his old team. And I don't mind the price tag on him on DraftKings, on Fanduel. I think he's a little bit, so on Fanduel, he's 8 more hundred on Fanduel at 7,700. We don't know how aggressive he's looking to be, but we know he can give you some rebounds, some assists here and there. Some rebounds here and there, but he got the assists. Possibly he can get you a double-double in a matchup like this going up against the Washington team that's fairly thin. Not afraid of no Westbrook or no Beal defense. So the matchup is there. Two bad defensive teams. It is what it is. Eric Gordon, a lot of shots. The guy just takes a lot of shots. His shot total might take a hit this game. Yes, is he in play? Yes, he's in play. Does he shoot the three? Yes, he shoots a lot of threes. For all my prop guys out there, if he can get hot, just like the last game, he hit 6 out of 9. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not, like I said, the defenses over there. I'm not afraid of them defenses in Washington. And then you got Boogie. Love the matchup for Boogie. As long as he keeps his attitude in check, he should still see, shit. Everybody is, all the main guys outside of Wood, they healthy. So, he can still, he can get there. He can get there. That ain't no problem. Ain't no problem with him getting there. He can get there 30 fantasy points to give him 5 times. On FanDuel, he's priced at what? $5.59 or something? 72. He can get there too on FanDuel. We just got to see. But, anytime Boogie's on the slate, I love Boogie. Everybody love Boogie. Boogie Down Productions. It's just, you want to fire him up or not, But it's interesting to see it's going to be interesting to see with Wall, Oladipo, and Gordon there. Just got to wait and see how this stuff plays out. Jason Tate took a hit. He's someone who took a hit on the minutes, man. He took a hit on the minutes. He was getting good run up until the last game. Everybody's getting healthier, So, hey, look at the minutes he was playing before then, So I'm probably off Jason Tate. And then Daniel House Jr., he's back for the first time in a while. I can't go there. And, that's about it from, PJ Tucker. You know what you're going to get from him. The dirties. He does all the dirty work. All the minutes that he get. He's definitely not in play for me. Last game on the docket. You got New York versus Utah. These guys played already. So, Austin Rivers sporting the Q tag. I think he need to go sit his ass down somewhere. He's just clogging up shit. Frank Q tag. I don't know the stats. Really don't care. Bullock, he will be out, and I think that's it for the Knicks. And then Favors is probable, and that's the relevant news for over there. Now, these teams already played, so that's something to think about. Starting up here at the top, Julius Randle had a nice game against them. I don't know if I'll be able to go back there at 9,700. You'll get him at, I can. Yeah, I can. His usage is through the roof. It's just, I haven't even started to try to build anything yet, so I don't know. It's a lot of news we waiting on. Like, well, Trae Young that's a big piece of news, information that I'm looking for, So that's going to factor into, who I want to play. He had a nice game against them. I think he went almost 60 fantasy points, but, it's neither here nor there. RJ Barrett, he'll be 7,500 on FanDuel, 6,600 on DraftKings. So if you want to play him, it's probably a decent play on DraftKings, but I just can't. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get there, man. I don't know. He ain't giving me He can. He can get. I'm gonna need, man, from Barrett, man. I'm gonna need some. I'm gonna need like 40, man. I want 40. I want 40 from you, dude. Anyway, Marcus Robinson, I don't mind. Mitchell Robinson, I don't mind to play. I definitely don't. At 5,800, I don't mind to play. Alfred Payton, GPP option. You know, if he get hot from on the passing side, that's a shame. We gotta say if he get hot on the passing side, because he's definitely gonna need 10 assists, 8 to 10 assists to make to hit some upside, because he ain't been scoring the ball right lately. Interesting play here, Alec Burks. Alec Burks is somebody who I like. Thibodeau likes him. He's not afraid to take any shot, taking a few shots, especially with Bullock out. So that's opened up some shots from him. But he ain't afraid to shoot it. He has upside. His old team, yeah, man. I don't mind to play. Quickly, they want him to be great. His defense ain't what Tibbs wanted to be, but they want him to be great. He can get hot. He can put up fancy points, man. Quickly can do that. He's been getting minutes as of late, so that's something to watch out for. Last game he had against Portland, he had 42 fancy points, went 5 for 8 for 3. He got hot. 31 real points. He got hot. Then, his playing time dropped back then, and then, right up in this area right here, he was getting hot again. It is what it is. But it's hard to pinpoint if and when he's going to get his minutes. And for the Knicks, I can't go to nobody else for the Knicks. Nerlens Noel is somebody who's been getting minutes as of late, close to 20 minutes, and he's been doing a little something with his minutes. The last 3 games, 3 out of, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 out of his last 4 out of 5 games, he probably averaged about 20 minutes. So, the last 3 games though, his minutes has been kind of steady around that 20. But, that's just, a long shot, decent GPP dart. Mitchell Robinson is somebody who can get in foul trouble. So that's where Nerlens Noel come in at. And then on Utah, Donovan Mitchell, last time these teams played, he didn't have a good game. The volume on the shots is there for him. He's always played along with Rudy Gobert. I like this play a lot. Rudy Gobert, I like this play a lot against the Knicks. Mike Conley is an interesting option. He'll probably be the lowest owner of the 3. Priced nicely at $6,500. On Fanduel, he's priced at $7,300. I just do not like playing him. Jordan Clarkson, he's been playing well as of late. Basically, the whole season, he just haven't flashed too much upside. He's priced at $6,100. He showed upside at this price tag, though. So that's something to keep an eye out on. Jordan Clarkson come in closing games and shit. Bogdanovic's been playing well. You'll get him at, as of late, he's been playing well. You'll get him on FanDuel for, let me see, what's his price on FanDuel? $5,300, and on DraftKings he's $5,900. It's a $600 price difference. I don't mind the play. If you think you don't want to play him, or you're looking for another cheaper option, you can go to Joe Ingles, especially if you feel like Bogdanovich is not going to have a good game. Joe Ingles has been playing all right since he's been back from injury. His minutes has been around 20 minutes since these last 3 games since he's been back, but he's been showing upside, on in limited amount of minutes. So I'd love to see him around 25 to 28 minutes a game though. But at $4,300 on DraftKings and $4,800 on FanDuel, you want to try to cram some people in, I don't mind it. Pivot off of guys like Bogdanovich and Clarkson. And that's it, guys. That's it. There's nobody else for me to touch on. Be safe out there in this slate. Straight up, man. Good luck, man. I'm gonna go through it, see what the sports books have for us. I will, if I don't do a video on some prop bets or some bets that I like, I'll tweet them out. I'll post them in the group. I'll do whatever I can to get them out. A few of them that I like. I haven't looked at the lines of these games to see who I like to win these games. So that's something, that's going to play a big part of my bets, because I do like to do bets like player performance, doubles and things like that. And you got to know who's going to win, So if you like the video, man, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do, man. Shout out, man. Peace out, y'all.